Hi, my name is Jerry and I'm HIV positive. And this is the story of my life. It started when I was about 14. My mother was an alcoholic and my dad was abusive. You know, he used to bash my mother, bash me, bash my siblings, and this had been going on for years. Like, I think ever since I was about 7. Yeah, 7. And so this went on for all these years, and then one day when I'm about 14, I just decided I'd had enough, and I hit him back. And we had a fight, and in the end he basically told me, get out and don't come back. So I'm like, well, stuff you, I won't come back. And I didn't. The first few weeks were the hardest. You know, I'm rummaging through rubbish bins and stealing food to feed myself, and I'm sleeping in bus shelters and train stations and alleyways and stuff. But you know, gradually I started making my way in toward the inner city, and that was where I met Johnny. Who was a drug dealer and a pimp, and he took me under his wing. You know, he fed me, gave me a place to sleep, told me a young thing like me could make an awful lot of money. And I trusted him. You know, I had no reason not to trust him. You know, he was feeding me and housing me and stuff. And soon after that, I started hustling, and I had to give a share of what I earned to Johnny. Hey, you up for a good time? I remember my first time. It was painful and uncomfortable and just really awkward, and the money was pretty ordinary, nothing much at all. But I couldn't really complain too much, all things considered. I mean, I'd left home at 14, and yet I had 3 meals a day, and a little corner to sleep in a junkie house, which is more than could be said for a lot of the other guys. But then one night I was out hustling as usual, and another hustler came and beat me up because he thought I'd crossed over onto his corner or something, and he landed me in the hospital. I had broken ribs, fractured collarbone, my arm was in a sling for weeks, and while I was in the hospital, they ran a bunch of tests, which is how I found out I was HIV positive. I often wonder how my life might have turned out if I'd just stayed home and taken my dad's punches. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be positive, but might have been bashed to death by my dad. You know, I might have gone to, you know, I might have stayed at school. I might have finished my HSC and gone on to uni. In fact, actually, I actually have enrolled now at Actors College, which is, you know, it's been the best decision I've ever made. Seriously, I've got the best mates in the world who have been really, really supportive and understanding of my position and my situation, and at the same time, we've had these social workers from this organisation called Youth AIDS, which, you know, as their name suggests, is like an organisation that helps young AIDS sufferers like myself find, you know, accommodation, meals, and stuff like that. And, you know, things are looking up now. You know, I'm still positive, but I'm no longer a victim. I'm a survivor.